What's going on, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the final championship picks video. Let's get right into it. Today, we are doing the final of the 3 championship picks video and the third video during championship week picks. Let's get into it. So, this Sunday is the final cup race at Homestead Miami Speedway as the championship race. We're going to find out which one of these 4 drivers is going to win the championship. Today, I am going to tell you who I do think is going to win this year's championship. Let's get right into it. So, the first driver we are going to take a look at is Happy Harvick, Kevin Harvick. We're going to first go look through his 2019 stats. Kevin Harvick has 4 wins this year, 14 top 5s, 25 top 10s, 6 poles this year, so he's freaky fast, 9 or 12 laps led, and has a 10.2 average finish. Kevin Harvick's kind of this year started off the year kind of in a struggling position. You know, him getting used to the new Mustang. He's the only Ford driver in the Final Four. You know, Stewart-Haas and a lot of Ford teams kind of struggled this year with the Ford. Kevin Harvick really kind of picked it up. He was the fastest Ford this year, and he has started in the middle of the year, just started picking it up. He finally scored his first win at New Hampshire, and then he went to victory lane later season at Michigan, and then he won Indianapolis, and then he went to victory lane at Texas to get into the Final Four this year. So Kevin Harvick's had overall a really good year and deserving to go to Homestead Miami Speedway. Now let's take a look at his Homestead stats. Kevin Harvick has 18 starts at Homestead. He only has 1 win when he won the championship in 2014, but he has 10 top 5s and 16 top 10s. That's some pretty good stats for Homestead. We'll see what he can do at Homestead. The second driver on our list is the Candyman, Kyle Busch. Kyle Busch has kind of had a down year after an incredible year last year going to victory in 8 races. Kyle Busch this year has won 4 races, has had 16 top 5s, 26 top 10s, 1 pole, 1,462 laps led, and has a 9.2 average finish. Kyle Busch this year started out of the gates very, very strong, scoring 4 wins between the first 14 races. But really after Kyle Busch scored that 4th win at Pocono, he's been kind of nowhere in contention for a lot of these races to win. Yeah, he's been in contention a lot, I would say. But you look at races like Michigan, you look at races like Chicago, and he just didn't have good races. And he got straight up beat up at Darlington by Eric Jones, and he got straight up beat by Truex Jr. at Richmond, and same thing with Hamlin at ISM. Kyle Busch just hasn't been the same driver since he was at the beginning of the year. I do agree that he is deserving of the Final Four spot, but he just hasn't been as good as we've gotten later in the season. And that's just a fact. Now, though, let's look at his Homestead stats. So Kyle Busch's Homestead stats are okay. He does have a win here, 2015. Only 4 top 5s, though. And he has only 7 top 10s in 14 starts. Yeah. Kyle Busch's stats are not the most impressive at Homestead. But we'll see what he can do at Homestead. Maybe he'll do good. Who knows? He did good last time we were here, so we'll see what he can do. He should have won the championship last year. Maybe he'll get it this year. Who knows? It's a 1-in-4 opportunity. We'll see what happens. So now to the third driver on our list, Denny Hamlin. Denny Hamlin this year has scored 6 wins, 19 top 5s, 23 top 10s, 3 poles, 920 laps led, and has a 9.5 average finish. Even though Denny Hamlin doesn't have a lot of laps led this year, he's been one of the most consistent drivers in 2019. And I have to say that what a turnaround year for Denny Hamlin, especially after last year. Denny Hamlin did not have a very good season last year. You know, he came into this year off of a miserable 2018. He did not win a single race, and he got eliminated in the first round when he got eliminated at the Roval last year. This year, Denny Hamlin has turned it around with 6 wins. These coming at Daytona, Texas, trying to think of which races he won. Daytona, Texas, Pocono, crap, where else did he win? Where the hell did he else win? Shit. I know ISM, Kansas, and I'm done. I'm having a brain fart here. Where the hell did he else? Wherever. He still won 6 times this year. So Hamlin definitely has had an extremely comeback year, and this is definitely the best season that Denny Hamlin has had since 2000 and 2010. And I think that he's in a much stronger position than he was last year. I think he's one of the biggest threats to win a championship, in my opinion. Let's look at his homestead stats to give you a perspective. He has 14 starts. He has the most wins on this list with 2 wins coming in 2009 and 2013. He does, however, only have 4 top 5s and 9 top 10s. So Hamlin's stats, I would say, are pretty good here. We're going to watch what Denny Hamlin does when we go to Homestead. So, the final driver on this list is Martin Truex Jr. Martin Truex Jr. this year has come to Joe Gibbs and has picked up basically where he left off. He has won 7 races, he has 14 top 5s, 23 top 10s, no poles. That's a surprising number to see. Has led 1,268 laps and has a 10th place average finish. Martin Truex Jr. this year has come to Joe Gibbs, and he basically took his best guys over to Joe Gibbs from Truex. And he came into this year, he started off a little bit slow. He was really fast, but kind of started off the year slow. But then once we got to Richmond, he won that race. He just took off and just started picking it up and just started going out and winning a lot of races. And he started showing why he deserves to be in this 19 car and why he deserves to be in the Final Four. Martin Truex Jr. has definitely been really impressive to watch this year, and I can't wait to see what he can do at Homestead. So, let's look at his Homestead stats. He has 14 starts, 1 win, 5 top 5s, and he has 9 top 10s. So his Homestead stats are okay. He won at Homestead in 2017 to win the championship. So yeah, Martin Truex Jr. is the final driver. Let's see what he can do at Homestead. So now let's pick the champion for this year's Monster Energy NASCAR Cup Series race at the final race at Homestead. So, of these 4 drivers, my championship pick for this year's NASCAR Monster Energy Cup Series Championship is going to be the comeback driver and the only driver on this list to not win a championship, Denny Hamlin. Kevin Harvick, well, I think he is going to be a strong contender at Homestead. He's really fast. I don't think he's going to have the speed for Hamlin this weekend. Kyle Busch, he hasn't been as fast in the playoffs. He struggled in the playoffs at times this year. I don't see him really doing that well at home. So I see him doing well, but I don't see him doing as good as Denny Hamlin. And Martin Truex Jr. is probably going to be the closest contender to Hamlin. But I think at the end of the day, Denny Hamlin is going to win this championship. I think his win at ISM is going to give him momentum. He's going to do what Kevin Harvick did when he won the championship in 2014. And I do believe that Denny Hamlin is going to win this year's Monster Energy NASCAR Cup Series Championship. I said it back in the playoffs. If Denny Hamlin can make it at Homestead, I do think that he is going to win this championship. And I do believe he is still going to do that. But yeah, so that is my championship. That is my pick for the champion this year in 2019 for the NASCAR Monster Energy Cup Series. I want to thank you guys for watching. Please like and subscribe to the channel. Turn notifications so you get notified when a video does go live on my channel. Follow me on all my social medias. Links in the description below for that. And comment below your picks for this year's champion. Who do you think wins the NASCAR Monster Energy NASCAR Series Cup Series Championship? Let me know below. Anyway, I want to thank you guys for watching this video, and I'll see you guys next time. Take care, everybody.